Hello, my name is Abadi Gebre. I am a PhD student at Edith Cowan University, working under the supervision of Associate Professor Josh Lewis. My PhD project focuses on atherosclerotic cardiovascular causes of falls and fracture. I have always been interested to work on this area because it is part of my personal story. I grew up with my grandparents in Tigray, Ethiopia, and I had a deep emotional attachment to them. Sadly, when my grandmother turned 60, she began to struggle with health problems. Later in her 70s, with falls and fracture. Unfortunately, this sad story is a reality for millions of older people around the world, with prevalence predicted to continue to grow as populations age and people are living longer. Atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease are related to poor physical function, muscle strength, and poorer body composition. Unsurprisingly, given these relationships to muscle function and body composition, subclinical atherosclerosis and clinical cardiovascular disease have all been shown to be associated with increased falls propensity. Atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease are also linked to impaired bone mineralization, specifically low bone mineral density, and increased risk of osteoporotic fracture has been reported, suggesting the impact of blood vessel disease on musculoskeletal health. Cardiovascular drugs may also impact musculoskeletal health by directly affecting musculoskeletal system or indirectly via altering calcium and vitamin D homeostasis. However, the underlying mechanisms, risk factors, and whether there is a temporal relationship between atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease and poor musculoskeletal health remains unclear. This may be attributed to few observational studies and randomized control trials investigating both vascular and musculoskeletal phenotypes and outcomes. Understanding how and why vascular disease are related to poor musculoskeletal health may lead to improved primary and secondary intervention strategies which have the capacity to promote health aging. Therefore, my project investigates the true nature of temporal relationship between atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, falls, and fracture in the last few decades of life in older women.